Jessica Drawe, and I am 33 years old. And currently I am a pastry assistant at a cafe/bakery in downtown Oceanside. And when I moved to California about 7 years ago, I had tried to delve in a little bit to the culinary world, but I ended up not faring as well in the nightlife version, like working at night. So I kind of abandoned it, and I ended up working in the office for the majority of the last probably 7 years. Went to the doctor after I had just gotten a new job, and I got my new insurance. They're like, oh, I got insurance, gotta go to the doctor. I found out that I had this weird lump in my throat, and I didn't even know what my lymph nodes were, honestly, because why would I? I've never been sick in my entire life. So about a few months later, I had all the tests and biopsies done, and it just so quickly turned into this very severe thing where I was diagnosed with cancer at 30 years old with Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is kind of like a weird, rare-ish cancer, and but typically targets young adults, which they consider in the cancer age range is between like 19 and 35 as a young adult. It's something that only affects something like 8,000 people versus like non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is another version of lymphoma that affects more like hundreds of thousands of people, and usually don't contract it until much later in your life, and we don't understand the reasons why you get it. So I have no idea how I got it or why I got it. It just was fate that turned out that way. I'm very grateful to say that I'm in remission for the last almost 3 years. Kind of how I got into baking, because after I got back from my cancer journey battle, I ended up landing myself right back in the office, and God, I was just miserable for the first year. So like just feeling like you have no path, like you're so close to this bizarre life and like threatening thing where everything in your whole life kind of like centers into like what's the most important. Not only is your time the most important now to me, like doing something I actually enjoy would be like the best. So I took a chance like right around a little bit before this time last year and started just looking up positions, just searching for something that might be something interesting. And I found this little position for baking staff, and I have a little ton of a background in baking, so just kind of took a chance, and they've been great and gave me an opportunity. And so I've literally just been baking for the last year, and it's been magical. The whole quarantine life thing, it reminds me so much of weird cancer life thing, because I was so secluded and you have to be home, and you're not allowed to see anyone or touch anything, and you can't like touch vegetables or like get flowers. And one of the things that was so weird about chemo was that you couldn't touch your own fruit and vegetables, because God, I can't remember for the life of me what exactly it is, but because your immune system's so compromised at the moment, you're not supposed to like have any contact with germs, and something's very specific about vegetables and fruit. They'd be like, you have to have someone else wash them for you. It was very, very unique. But you're also not allowed to receive flowers. You're not allowed to do certain things because of just the allergies that they carry, and certain things, pathogens of some sort. They just suggest that you don't get in contact with them. So one of the things I got really like, I don't know, just myself in general, I'm a creative person. I like baking. I'm really into just creating things. I was, going crazy by myself years ago. While going through chemo, it was probably about 3 months worth of just like being either sick or not sick, and just trying to find things that you can keep yourself busy doing. And one of the things I found really soothing and like satisfying, I don't even know how I found it. I think somebody sent me a book or something, just for casual reading about these paper flowers. And at the time I was like, I don't even understand like what they are. It's like crepe paper, and I just love flowers. I don't know, they're just very aesthetic to me. I'm a very visual, color pleasing person, and so just seeing them, it was exciting to me to be able to create my own bouquets of things that might one, only they stay forever, and two, like it wouldn't have any problem impeding on my health at the time. Like I could just sit and make them, and it wouldn't have any, I could make beautiful things that I didn't have to like worry about. So it was just really coincidental that this year with the whole quarantine thing, it just felt so surreally similar to my quarantine from chemo, where you literally can't go out, you literally can't go to the grocery store, you couldn't go anywhere for such a long time. So it was just like trying to find hobbies within your life that you can do. So I had kind of picked back up my crepe paper flower hobby, and this summer it's just kind of taken off, and I've just really enjoyed continuing to create new and exciting bouquets.